everybody. This is a good friend of mine. I call him Angel. I will leave a link to his channel in the description of this video. Angel's passion is the pyramids in Giza. And what it is that they have closed this room off that he's going to talk about, which quite annoys him really because it looks such an exciting room for him, and they've closed it off to the public. But due to the grace of, there's a little video, and so he can show you inside and keep what we're not allowed to see still there in your mind. But anyway, let's play his video. Thanks a lot, Angel.
Hello world. Today on the Great Giza Pyramid, we're going to be focusing on this structure right here. Now that structure happens to be this structure, which sits next to the Great Giza Pyramid. It's one of the three, what they like to call, well, don't worry about what they like to call them. It's one of the three structures next to the Great Giza Pyramid. When we look at it topology-wise, we're looking at 1, 2, 3. Now, this particular structure, if we take our little Google guy and we drop it here, we can see that on this side, there is a entrance that goes into the structure here. And if we look at this side, we can see that there's also an entrance right here. This entrance seems to be all covered up, but at one point you can see that it went down and into the structure. And when you used to be able to venture into there, you would come in through here into the structure. Now, I do believe this right here is all broken out, you can see, and I do believe at the time that these chunks that you see scattered throughout the room here used to cover this such that the waters on the outside would enter at an elevation way down here, but would still fill into the room. Now, I'm going to spin around in a circle here just so you can get a glance at the room. And by looking at it, we can see that the high water mark of where the waters came up right to the top of this particular structure here. And the low water mark seems to be down here in correlation with this. You can see it right around the room. And then another watermark is actually, if you pay attention to it, right above that area right here. You can see the discoloration all around the room, and that would be another watermark. Now, it may be different densities of water, and maybe potentially it's water and some other substance, but you can clearly see the watermarks. Now this is where it exits out to this area right here that we just looked at, and the other one is this area right here, right there is where it looks at. Yeah, right there is where it goes down into the structure. Now, what's really not able to be truly visualized here is that one section here, this is all below ground. This ground level is about where this is, and that this is all below ground, and that comes into play when you look at this right here being below ground, and how the waters that would be there are going to correlate back and forth with it. But we'll get into that when we look at the function. The primary reason for this is to document this room, how it is configured, such that if Google decides to take this 360 image away for whatever reason, we still have it preserved here. And we can look at this image, let's try to get it to spin around in a circle here, to see all the different areas, how there's a well here and a well here, and it looks like this well This may be more communication than function. We'll get into that when we actually model this room, but my main focus was documenting the configuration of this room. Anyway, you have a great day, and please continue on to several of my other videos where this will become more relevant. Thank you. Have a good day.
We've popped over to Jim Dillinger's channel because he's been putting out these videos the last couple of days with these sort of creatures in there, isn't he? But it does look like a few other things I've done, but we might just have a quick look and put his description in. I'm sorry, the link to his channel, and you go over and watch all of these on his channel.
Hi there, everybody. Grab your shovels. We are going on an adventure. Don't eat that. Now, here is a series of photographs. Now, here's the story. Listen to this, okay? Way back in 1903, a guy called Sir Henry Francis Bartholomew Ignacio Stevens III, okay, and his friend C.R.S. Mead, okay, they had a map published in a book called Editorfa book. Kentucky map, right? Somewhere up around the Ohio River, Illinois border, okay? And back in 1903, they set off into a cave, okay? Went cave diving, all right? 14 of them, scientists, biologists.
Sorry about a little bit of break up there, but I'm just showing you a little bit, and please go over to Jim Dillinger's channel. He's made 3 videos on it, and you can hear his explanation, and he's asking you what you think. But when we look at this, that's a damn big chimney on top of that house. Then Mickey noticed that it's got like different things on it, even down to a bit of Roman. But are we ready to go through the pictures, Mickey?
Yeah.
Because obviously this is his video. He's talking, but we've just nicked a little bit of it. On CGI, or we've got like a spaceship. Hey, it kind of looked cartoon, but a fascinating story. I mean, this thing looks like Thunderbirds, and look how it's done. The moon, it's coming straight down. Storybook, isn't it? And someone's imagination, but it looks quite old. Obviously the person wasn't very happy, were they, when they did this, because they got some very strange things in it.
Yeah.
Yes, what are they? Looking a bit pyramids, sort of.
My pleasure. So I'm back like a TP, but a massive one. You see what I'm saying? So like half they're already on a destruction building already. You see around here at the bottom. Yeah, these other strap squares just in the middle of it. Some houses in Filipino houses, they're just like tall pyramid shaped. Same sort of structures. It's all bamboo.
What do you reckon of these then, Doctor Who?
It's just so
I mean, these are like, mind you of that, and that doesn't sort of but and yeah, like I say,
really old tech.
obviously Jim's sitting there with a cigar, exposing these weird things. I mean, that's weird, isn't it? I mean, they look like dolls. But I mean, look at them. I mean, what the hell do you say about them? So you can't see his feet down here.
What is in his hands?
Oh, do you want to have a look?
the hell is in his hand?
Let's have a look what's in his hands.
It's like there's an offering.
Oh, is that his claw hands?
Claw.
These are his fingers, but they're like claws or something. Or what's he got? I don't know what that is. And look, he's got a baby on his shoulder.
Yeah.
Look, it's got a baby. I didn't notice that to start with. Or is he poking from behind? Oh no, he could be poking from behind and he's holding his arm, because look, his jacket goes... There's his jacket all the way down here with the stick legs. So they are separate people. They look a bit like German-like, don't they? Is this when, you know, we hadn't even gone to space and this was their thing about what they thought? He looks a bit strange, doesn't he? Is this what they thought it was all about?
Like an Alistair Crowley.
Yeah. Oh, and he brought up that maybe this is where they get the dinosaurs from.
These dinosaurs are sort of like half.
Yeah, they're just structures, aren't they? Of him. I mean, when you look at it, it does look like a drawing rather than a photograph. But they're like, I mean, I said things really. Let's go back to him here. Is that his way that he's a fairy king? But it is a bit like that, isn't it, in the story in the book? But what's your thoughts? Anyway, go over to Dillinger's channel. We'll show you that again. Anyway, this is Dillinger's channel, and you can see this is the one we just showed you. There's two more of them on the other stories, and look, he's got into it a bit. Anyway, wish him luck with his videos, and very interesting. I don't know what to make of them, Mickey.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that another world, a hidden world? Is it someone's fantasy?
This is the thing, isn't it? It's you know, in those days, it was because you had no TV, you needed another entertainment, so you'd have a picture show. And these, I'm thinking these sort of pictures would be those ones by the photographers to show you a wild world or what things could be and what a dinosaur is.
But you know what they look a little bit like? They look a little bit like, not maybe this one, but the other two. These could have been out of the Tsar stuff. These are the people that were dressed up to go to the Tsar ball that time.
Yeah, especially one in the middle.
Yeah, I mean, they do look a little bit like that.
Sort of, yeah. Cloak. But I've noticed there's no like heavy symbolism on them. You know? Very strange symbol. Well, I don't recognise any.
No.
They're not evil symbols, are they?
But definitely Doctor Who's in there.
Yeah.
But anyway, and I've got fairy decks, you know, tarot decks with fairies that look a bit like him.
I'm saying that's that make-believe world, isn't it?
Almost, because he's got like
with the fairies.
around his crown. But anyway, yeah, go over to Jim Dillinger's and watch the story unfold on his channel.
Jim Dillinger.
Thank you, Jim Dillinger.
Cheers, Jim. Love you, mate.